Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about a transit north node conjunct the natal sun. Now, when you're talking about transits that involve the north node, this can be about issues that one may have to confront or address. And since we're talking about the transit of the north node making contact with the natal sun, this could be issues about the physical body. Yes, I understand the ascendant is what dominates the physical body and the appearance, but there still could be issues that are associated with the physical body as far as the sun goes, because the sun is still associated with the physical body. It may not be as much as the ascendant, but to some degree it is. And anyway, and also our identity. If there's It could be if it's in Gemini, maybe somebody is going through a little bit of identity crisis, but I'm really being flippant there. But the thing is, it could also be about our drive as well, our motivation, and also there could be issues like with the ego. And say if this is a sign like say Leo, for example, and you're having transit north node in Leo, make a conjunction to your natal sun in Leo. This could be about really strong issues involving pride. It might have been issues where maybe you were demoralized or somebody was really demeaned really badly, and you were maybe holding some kind of grudge because of this, and your ego didn't want to give in to maybe the other person, or the ego maybe not wanting to give in basically, or not giving in due to your ego. Um, I mean, this could also be issues about that could be connected with the biological father as well. If there's been, like, say, a contentious situation, I mean, say if this is an Aries, I mean, for example, it could be some kind of contentious situation or acrimonious one, especially if this is like making, adverse aspects, say, to like Mars. This could be about some combative issue with the biological father, regardless of the sign that it is in. It could also be about one's energy and vitality. Again, going back to the ascendant is what's going to dominate the physical body, our health-related issues, and our vitality and energy. I believe it is stronger in that as far as having impact. As far as your vitality and energy, it correlates and corresponds more with the ascendant sun, I believe, than the sun, but the sun still can play a very strong role in our vitality and energy. And this is also about issues about shining, about wanting to stand out, and also, I mean, say if this is an Aquarius, for example, it could be about standing out. Issues about being, be eccentric or being innovative, having something with astrology or astronomy, something that could be Aquarius related, and also about our focus. If we haven't really if this is a time where you haven't had, put your attention and focus on things as much as you should, then this could be the time where you may really need to there's issues that need to be confronted regarding these matters. The sun could be about our focus, attention, and also too, the sun in astrology does rule either the left or the right eye, depending on gender. It's also associated with the heart, the upper back, the spine. So there can be issues with that as well that may have to be addressed. Now, on or about October 1st, 2020, United States President Donald Trump had stated he had tested positive for COVID-19, aka the coronavirus. Now, at this time, Transit North Node made a conjunction to his natal sun in Gemini. He likely was having breathing related issues, respiratory problems, issues with the lungs, I would say. And also there has been speculation circulating regarding him possibly having Parkinson's, and that could be, I mean, connected or dementia, and these things, and Parkinson's can be connected, I believe, with the central nervous system. The central nervous system is associated with the zodiac sign Gemini, and the sun we're talking about issues that are with the physical body. Yes, he has a Leo ascendant. He likely has more stronger issues that are associated with the zodiac, physical related matters associated with the zodiac sign Leo as opposed to Gemini, but he's not, but he still could have physical related problems associated with his sun sign. Now, and another thing too, this could be a time too where when you're talking about the transit of the North Node conjuncting one's natal sun, this could also manifest in being driven and motivated toward doing something, even if you're somewhat skeptical about it. This could, or if there's any hesitation regarding these matters. On November 3rd, I was going to say, on November 3rd, 2019, I believe it was, transit North Node in Cancer was making a conjunction to my natal sun in Cancer. And at this time, I felt like I was driven, which is the sun, regarding something home related in Cancer and something that's associated with short journeys. My sun, my natal sun is in the second house, but it conjuncts my third. And I believe this transit at the time was actually in my third house. Now, the transit of the North Node. And that was a time where when we were talking about transits, obviously involving the North Node, hitting one's sun, moon, and even the ascendant. These could be very critical type of moments for you. And there was a time, and this was a time when I made a critical choice, I would say, regarding some kind of short journey. And that, of course, home related, and there was some drive and motivation connected with it. And yes, there actually was, there was some skepticism and hesitation associated with that as well. Now, at this time as well, if somebody is in the growing period, I guess that's like up to like age 21, it could give an unusual growth spurt if the person is in if they're still in that growing phase. If it's at the transit, because the North Node is about the upward direction. It's like when people have the North Node, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think prolific NFL quarterback Tom Brady has his North Node conjunct his, I believe he has it, if I'm not mistaken, he has it conjunct his ascendant in Libra. And he is obviously a lot taller than average. I think he's like 6'4" or something. So anyway, but the thing is too, this could also, the North Node is about one's future and destiny. The sun is about shining and where we're going to stand out. If we have the transit North Node making a conjunction to the natal sun, this could manifest in issues regarding shining and where we want to stand out in, where we may flourish. It could be, associated with the sign and the house that this takes place in. Now, let's say if somebody has the transit North Node in Virgo, making a conjunction to their sun in Virgo in the 8th house, this could manifest in issues with analytical psychology or astrology, being very punctilious in 8th house, punctilious with details in 8th house related matters, whether it could be issues with death, or it's something with psychology, astrology. It can be matters with transformation, or some kind of insurance related matter, some tax related issue, anything that could be associated with the 8th house. Now, it's also, when you're talking about the transits of the North Node, this could be about the development of something. In this case, if it's hitting one's sun, that could be about the development of the qualities and attributes associated with the true self, which is the sun. Now, if it's hitting, say for example, if somebody's having the transit North Node make a conjunction by transit to their natal sun in Capricorn, and let's say it's in the 4th house, it could be about developing more structure and discipline, responsibility, consistency in home-related matters. And also, it might be tied in with who you are, those qualities you're developing, with who you are at the core, perhaps especially if this is the same sign that is on the fourth house cusp, and in many instances it would be. And anyway, that's really pretty much it. I wanted to state, go back again to an example. I mean, if somebody had this transit hitting their sun, say if it was in Gemini, another example could be, because I talked about it being, could be an issue with the left or right eye, depending on gender. You know, Gemini might be double vision, or Pisces could be very blurry, very unclear vision, as another example. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.